Have you ever wondered how the United States became the powerful nation it is today? Let's rewind to the year 1492. Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer, stumbled upon the shores of what we now know as America. Fast forward to 1607, and we witness the establishment of the first successful English colony, Jamestown, in what's now Virginia. The early 17th century also saw the arrival of the Pilgrims, a group of English settlers who journeyed across the Atlantic on the famed Mayflower. They established Plymouth Colony in 1620, laying the foundation for the future states of America. The following century saw the formation of the 13 original colonies, each with its unique culture and identity. These colonies would form the backbone of the future United States, setting the stage for a nation that would come to influence the world. This was the dawn of a new era, the birth of the United States. But how did this young nation gain independence from British rule, you may ask? Let's journey back in time to the mid-18th century where the seeds of revolution were sown. A turning point was the French and Indian War, a costly conflict that left Britain in debt and resulted in increased taxes on the American colonies. The colonists' discontent grew into open rebellion with the Boston Tea Party in 1773, a defiant act against British taxation. This was a significant moment that sparked the fire of revolution. In the midst of this turmoil, key figures emerged. George Washington, a military genius and the future first president, and Thomas Jefferson, a brilliant mind who penned the powerful words of the Declaration of Independence. This monumental document, signed in 1776, asserted the colony's independence from British rule. The struggle continued until the Revolutionary War concluded in 1783. With the end of the Revolutionary War in 1783, America was finally free. Freedom, however, did not mean the end of struggles for the young nation. As the United States began to find its footing, it also began to stretch its legs, expanding westward. This era of expansion was marked by significant events, such as the Louisiana Purchase in the early 19th century, which doubled the size of the newborn nation overnight. The Oregon Trail, too, symbolizes this period of exploration and expansion, as thousands set out west in search of new opportunities. But the journey was fraught with difficulties and not without conflict. This time of growth was not just geographical, but ideological as well. The nation, divided between the North and the South, was thrust into the throes of the Civil War, a grueling conflict over the institution of slavery that would result in the abolition of this inhumane practice. The Civil War, a painful chapter, nonetheless paved the way for a united and stronger nation. So what happened in the 20th century that shaped the United States as we know it today? As the 20th century dawned, the United States was on the brink of becoming a world power. The century was marked by two world wars that reshaped global politics. The United States played a pivotal role in both, demonstrating its military power and diplomatic acumen. In the interwar years, the nation grappled with the Great Depression, a devastating economic downturn that tested the resilience of its people. Yet it was during these challenging times that the United States witnessed some of its most significant advancements in social policy and economic reform. As the nation emerged from the shadow of war and economic despair, the civil rights movement took center stage. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr. galvanized the nation with a dream of equality, forever changing the landscape of American society. This period of social and political upheaval paved the way for landmark legislation that sought to eradicate racial discrimination. The latter half of the 20th century was dominated by the Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. During this time, leaders like John F. Kennedy and Ronald Reagan left enduring legacies, their policies and actions shaping not only the United States, but also the world. As we moved into the 21st century, the United States faced new challenges. The devastating 9/11 attacks marked a turning point in the nation's history, leading to significant changes in its foreign and domestic policies. The economic recession of 2008 tested the nation's financial resilience, while the election of the first black president, Barack Obama, signaled a new era of progress and change. From its birth to its current status as a global superpower, the history of the United States is a testament to the strength and resilience of its people. This journey through the 20th century and beyond illuminates the trials, triumphs, and transformations that have shaped the nation we know today. As we stand on the precipice of the future, We must look back to understand the path that has led us here. The 20th century was a period of extraordinary growth and change for the United States. It was a time of conflict and resolution, of struggle and triumph, of despair and hope. It was a time when the nation faced some of its greatest challenges, yet emerged stronger and more resilient. It was a time when the United States truly became a global superpower. But what does the future hold? As we move forward into the 21st century, we must remember the lessons of the past and build upon them. We must strive for progress, not just in the realms of technology and innovation, but also in social justice and equality. We must remember that the strength of a nation lies not in its military might or economic power, but in the spirit of its people. As we embark on this journey into the future, let us carry with us the spirit of resilience and determination that has defined the United States since its inception. And remember, history is not just about the past, it is also about the future. It is about understanding where we have come from so we can chart a course for where we are going. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more insights into history and join us as we explore the path ahead.